Greetings, peace, bliss, and love to you all. Here I am again. I'm the divine mother, musician, spiritualist, and home birther. Here to talk to you again about one of the other little known processes of home birth, which is the birth certificate. Tomorrow I'm going to register for my baby's birth certificate. She is now 6 months, or 7 months actually, and she's doing fine. Thank you for all of those people who've been asking how is she, and her legs are just fine. I just put her to bed, or else I would show you her legs. They will not bend back the other way at all. They're perfectly normal. She doesn't need any braces on her legs or anything of that sort, so she's just fine. But anyhow, one of the less talked about processes of home birth is registering for the birth certificate. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about regarding the birth certificate, and one of those is people have discussed the Moorish rights, I suppose, claiming sovereignty and not having to register for a birth certificate. And I did want to go along that path with my previous home birth, but let's just say that's an exclusive club and you have to be really tied in to that whole belief system and people who follow that, the Moorish Science Temple and all of that kind of thing before. And even still, I have searched around and tried to get information in regards to sovereignty and was unsuccessful. So when it comes down to it, you don't want to wait too long to make a decision in regards to the birth certificate, because it's a difficult process, and the longer that you wait, the harder that it can be. If you wait longer than a year, then you have to go to court instead of just going to vital records. So that's something to really, really think about. I've waited a long time, and it could potentially add difficulty in many situations for people who are on maybe government assistance, or you want to get Medi-Cal, or any type of thing like that. The longer you wait to register the birth, the harder it can be. So anyhow, I just want to touch base on that real quick. So basically, when you get ready to register, you're going to need all the proof in the world that you can muster up if you've done an unassisted birth. If you've had a midwife, then it could be okay. But you still are going to have like all of the information. Like at this point, with Bodhisattva, not having her unassisted and not having a midwife raises some issues. But as you guys saw, the EMTs came to her birth, and that worked in my favor, because what I had to do is go to the fire department, whom came out to the birth, and get the report that they came to the birth, which didn't cost me anything, except for I had to call down there and I had to tell them the date and the time of the event, and they had to search it. You have to put it in writing with a signature requesting the report, and they can either fax it over to Vital Records for you, or you can go pick it up by hand, or they can mail it to you or fax it back. That's one of the things that you have to do. if anybody was attending your birth, they're going to want that person there. Everybody's going to have ID, whatever state that you live in. They're going to want a legal identification for each person that was at the birth. They're going to want, if you are unmarried and you want the father on the birth certificate, they're going to want him there and present. Your baby is going to have to be present as well. And I think that all of this has to do with people trying to claim births that didn't really occur. You know, people trying to, I don't know, smuggle babies in from other states or whatever and get them social security numbers. I don't know what it is, but they really want all the proof in the world. And then I wish I had the paperwork with me right now, but I'm just doing this because it's on my mind and my heart, and I'm actually not going to go do everything until tomorrow. But there's a packet that they send you, and there's some information, like they want the weight of the baby and some type of APGAR score, I think it's called. I might be wrong on that, but they want like a score on the baby, and they want what else do they want? They want basically all the details of the birth. And they ask you like different questions inside of that packet, and you get that from Vital Records basically. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. What else can I think of that you need for a home birth? Just basically, you're going to need all the proof in the world. They're going to want the address, proof of residency, that you lived at the place or wherever you were that you had your baby. They're going to want proof of that you were some type of resident at that place, or whomever you had the baby with. Proof of residency. Like, for instance, I had my baby at a friend's house, a good friend, a doula, and so she has to show proof of residency to say that she lived there at that time. And it can get complicated. I mean, you can do your birth however you want to do it, but these are the kinds of things that come up and that are not talked about afterwards. You know, when you're getting ready to get your social security card and all that stuff for your baby and your birth certificate. So I just wanted to briefly touch on those things because they're important, and they're things that you need to know. So it's good to speak with you guys again, and good luck with all your home births and unassisted births and midwife births or hospital births. And there are a few good sisters of mine that have recently had babies. Sydney, Rashida, some acquaintances, I suppose, Leah. I have friends that are having babies, Shania. I mean, a lot of good sisters are bringing some powerful babies into the world, and I'm just proud of all of you. And I just want to say bliss and love, and, you know, kudos to you guys doing it how you want to do it. And so, anyhow, I hope that this video was helpful and just put a little bug in your ear about what you need to be prepared for. So, much love to you all, and have a great evening or day. All right.